Hello everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to our My Player Career Mode. Thank you for taking the time to watch one of my videos. I hope you're all feeling fantastic and having an awesome day as always. We're back today, 6 games to go in the league. And if you missed the previous episode, go back, check it out, then come back and watch this one, because otherwise I'm about to spoil how it went last time out. If we take a look at the standings, 6 games to go. We're 6 points behind the league leaders, Barcelona. We wanted to end their unbeaten season last episode. Unfortunately, we were not able to do that. We drew 3-3 with them in the game. And yeah, it sees us still 6 points behind them, 6 games to go. We'll just have to see what happens in the remaining fixtures that we've got. Alongside that, we needed a comeback in the Champions League. We were 2-0 down against Bayer Leverkusen after the first leg. And unfortunately for us, we were not able to complete the comeback. We won on the night by 1-0, but it wasn't enough to take us through. And the semi-final draw there, you can see it. Leipzig will take on Napoli. Bayern will take on Leverkusen. So Germany having a fantastic showing in the Champions League. 3 of their teams into the semi-finals. Potential to have an all-German final. So, yeah. It's a bit disappointing for us, but we move on anyway. And I'm not sure what will happen at the end of the season. We are looking to move on from Villarreal. There is one thing I want to do today, and that is switch our position back to right midfield. If we take a look at the player stats, we are not going to be caught in the Golden Boot race. We are 37 goals in 32 matches. We will get the Golden Boot here. But as I said previous, when I do leave Villarreal, I do want to return back to playing out wide. So I am going to change our position now, and then we will ask for a transfer. So if I go here and do it this way, it means that we will keep our manager rating. I will have to go back through and change around where some of our points are allocated. As you can see, we've gone from an 89 rated striker to an 85 rated right winger, but I will change that around right now. And after we've reallocated our points, we are now up to an 87 overall right winger. And at this point in time, we will go ahead and ask to be transfer listed. It might take a few times for this to be accepted, but at the end of the season, we'll be looking to move on. And there is lots of you lovely people leaving me comments on where you want to see me end up. Be interesting to see where we do go, though, heading into next season. For now, we'll just get into our first game of the day as we take on Betis at home. We're very much just focused on our own performances, not worrying too much about what happens with Barcelona because we know it's completely out of our hands. We need things to go in our favour elsewhere. So we'll just focus on ourselves. First game of today as we are in to play right wing. Milan and Avila will play up front. Villarreal corner, 17 minutes in. We're over to take it. It's a near post. Away the ball goes. We'll get another chance at putting another cross back in. Too close to Kalar, the goalkeeper. He will come out and claim it and throw it short to Sanchez. Remember as well, we are still trying to break the record for the most goals in a single La Liga season. 12 goals away from doing just that. So an average of 2 per game, and we will do it. Sanchez, lovely ball to Wilson. Wilson's in, looking to make it 1-0. Rulli does well firstly, but he's so unlucky the way the ball bounces through. And Harry Wilson reacts to put the ball into the empty net. Betis 1, Villarreal 0. And to be honest, when you look at the way that the season's gone for us, I'll be shocked if we do pick up 6 wins from 6. Even if we are still to try and take Barcelona all the way, it would take 6 victories for us, which I just don't think we will manage to do. We're behind here against Betis in this first game. Mightily disappointing first half from us. Betis comfortable, but Real not offered anything in the way of a chance. And you're kind of seeing why we switched to play up front, because it's the first half that we've barely been in Betis' half 4. That's come from Musiala's tackle. The ball has found its way through to De La Cruz, and it's 2-0 Betis. I have no words, my friends, for how that goal has just happened. Musiala's tackled them. I'm not sure who the player is that he tackled, and the ball has gone from Musiala's tackle straight through to De La Cruz, who's found the ball across to Sanchez. It's 2-0 Betis. Correjo's ball forwards. We turn away and find Morales. Morales can now play Avila. Avila can play it towards Calabria. Calabria, if he gets the pass right. I'm in so much space. But it's too much power on the pass as it's through towards Betis' goalkeeper. And with 20 minutes to go, I just want to get this game done. It's been a frustrating one to play. Things haven't worked out as we'd hoped. And now it looks like we might not even break the record because we needed 2 a game, essentially on average. That now changes because we need 12 in 5. So it's a little bit harder to break the record. This is a brilliant run, by the way, from Diop. What a run this is. Fantastic work from Diop. Now the ball to try and find me. Headed away. Parejo with the ball forward. Avila will get there. Avila finds my feet. It was fantastic work from Diop, but it looks like it won't result in a chance for Villarreal because we can't find our way through. And it's Betis who take it back. Calabria finds the feet of Fujimoto. He's on the wrong team, mate. He's not our teammate. He plays for Betis. And, oh yeah, what was this game? I don't actually know. Really, that's a fantastic save. Have we even had a shot on target? I'm trying to think about it, and I don't really know if we have. We're ultra attacking, but we've done it with 30 seconds to go, so what's the point now? Here's Harry Wilson, right-hand side. And as if the title wasn't already done, it certainly is now. Trigueros' ball forwards. That is full-time. Betis 2, Villarreal 0. Unsurprisingly, Barcelona won again, so they're now 9 points clear with 15 points to play for. Next up, we face Celta Vigo, and I'm still trying to be transfer listed. The first 2 transfer requests we put in have been rejected by the club, but we have asked for another one, and we'll just keep playing the games until we know what's what, whether or not we are going to be transfer listed or not. So, game 2 of the day. Celta should be 3 points, but we shall see. Musiala, Parejo, forward to myself, round the corner for Calabria. This is a good move, but is there to be a chance at the end of this? Calabria then over on the right, back heels towards Avila. Avila finding the pass off. Musiala gets there. It's unbelievable work from Jamal Musiala. It's tenacious work from Jamal Musiala, and it's the reason that Villarreal lead. It was a beautiful little move down the right-hand side, which then doesn't amount to anything. Eventually, the ball comes in towards the middle from the back heel. I thought initially Calabria would go for a cross. The initial shot is blocked, but then Musiala gets there, and then left foot inside of that far post, curls home. 1-0 Villarreal. Milan, Avila, Botman. What a ball. Calabria trying to pick out that near post. Almost succeeding. That's a poor ball out from the goalkeeper, but luckily for Celta, Avila is not able to control it as he tried to chest the ball down. Ends up looping it further into the air and straight to a Celta player. Now Gordon, little ball round the corner to Ortega. It's a fantastic little pass. Ortega can pick out Xerxes, who can pick out Sanabria, who almost picks out the back of the net. Really makes a save. And 38 minutes gone. That was nearly the equaliser for Celta Vigo. Corner ball, Cucurella looks favourite to get there. He doesn't. Sanabria's header is saved. It didn't have a lot of power behind it, the header, to be honest. So, not sure really needed to be as theatrical with a dive as he was. But it was still a decent enough save to keep us in front. But if we're not careful, we're not going to be in front for much longer. Sanabria, Anthony Gordon, dangerous position. This one is in. That goal in this last 3 minutes has been coming. Rooney twice saved us, not for a third time, although he does get a touch on this shot from Anthony Gordon. Sanabria, Xerxes and Gordon all link up, and he gets his left hand to it, but he can't keep it out. That's an unbelievable little ball, by the way, from Sanabria. I wasn't actually commentating because I thought we'd defend it. Why did I think we'd defend it? We can't defend. We've seen that. Look at this for a little pass from Sanabria as well. Like, it's just the deftest of touches. Straight into the path of Eibar Banega, who scores to make it 2-1. Straight from kickoff, we are 2-1 down. White watches the ball go past him. Banega uses Botman as almost like a dummy, if you will, to put it back the other side of Rudy, who doesn't even dive because the ball, well, he tries to at the end, but the ball's already in the net at that point. 2-1 down to Celta. Xerxes might go on to make this another goal, you know. Joshua Xerxes hit the post. White, Rudy, I mean, well, we are so lucky. We are so lucky. What are we doing back there? It should have been 3-1. I'm at risk of being subbed out. I am very much struggling to have an impact on the game from the wide area. Xerxes, for the second time in a row, has struck the frame of the goal again. This time it's the crossbar. What a strike from Joshua Xerxes. But I am not having a good game here, and I don't know the reason for that. Whether or not I'm just lacking in confidence a little bit, or something like that. Because the last time we played out wide, we had Nunez, we had Kramrich. We don't have those players anymore, and I am not the same player at this moment in time. Avila's ball across. Milan should score. He does. 2-1. Sorry, 2-2. 20 minutes to go, and I don't know what's going on. I just can't seem to get into the game. And there is full time from the game, my friends. It was a struggle for us. Celta 2, Villarreal 2. And it's not going as we would hope in terms of the results. A loss and a draw in the first 2 games of the episode. We've got Real Madrid up next as well. And the transfer request has been accepted. We are now transfer listed and we await to see who makes an offer for us. As you can see there. Form excellent. Status transfer listed. We'll wait the offers to come through. In terms of the league standings right now, those 2 goals puts us onto 112 goals for the season. We're now 11 points behind Barcelona. So we need another 10 goals in 4 games to break that record. And one of those is against Real Madrid, who I believe hold that record. Depending on how this goes, this might well be our final match for Villarreal. And we are at home for this one. Because after this, if we are not able to break the record for the most goals in a season, I might not play the rest of the games, depending on what happens with any transfer offers that come through as well. We shall see. But 2 teams on your screen, and into game we go. Vinicius Jr., Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu with a nice ball to Valverde. Valverde with a strike. Then White is in the way of the shot. He launches the ball clear as well. And it will be a Villa to win it. Now Musiala. 4 minutes in, Real Madrid already putting the pressure on us. Unsurprisingly, with the form that we are in. You'd be shocked if Real weren't to win this game. Jorginho, Benzema, Rulli with a save. First bit of action for our goalkeeper. And it's to deny Karim Benzema, the opener for Real, who have themselves a corner. Çalhanoğlu delivers. Free header for Rudiger. It's 1-0. 6 minutes in, Real Madrid in front. The way the episode's going, it's not a surprise though, is it? It really is not a surprise. And it looks like after such a great time in Spain with Villarreal, we've had so many moments where we've thoroughly enjoyed our time. We're leaving potentially on a bit of a dampened spirit because the last performances have been abysmal and the game started off just as much here as Rudiger's header has put us 1-0 down. Çalhanoğlu into the area. Lovely ball to Valverde off the post. Cucurella smashes it clear. Panic. Just anywhere will do for Villarreal right now. Not used to seeing this at all. Jorginho has got the run, which I've blocked off. So he's forced to play it backwards. Çalhanoğlu, Benzema, Çalhanoğlu carries on. Jorginho again. Ceballos, Vinicius Jr. on the turn. Ben White in the way of the shot. Diop to play it forward the way of Milan. Milan sending the ball down the line for me to chase. You need to get yourself in the box there then, Avila. You've got to get yourself in the area. We are over to the byline. We are still there, and Avila's got to finish, and he does. And there is the equaliser. Avila with it. Ceballos, Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr.'s ball. Çalhanoğlu picked out. Offside flag goes up. It will not count. It's a great finish. But he was offside, and Real Madrid do not retake the lead. Çalhanoğlu, Ceballos, Vinicius Jr. Rulli stops the second. But it's coming, and you can sense that. Real Madrid, maybe they'll get frustrated, and that'll affect them. But at this moment in time, they don't look phased. They look like they know they're a side who are going to find their way back in front very soon. Another corner for us to defend. Çalhanoğlu to take. Kane on for Benzema. They go short to Vinicius Jr. He's tackled quickly, but it ends up being a free kick, says the referee. Çalhanoğlu will stand over this, and we know he's got a fantastic delivery. It's in the air to be won. Botman heads down the way of Vinicius Jr. And there is the goal to put Real back in front. Did you see my reaction? Arms out as if to say, what are we doing? Why are you heading it back into that area? Vinicius Jr. is there, and he says, thank you very much. Player of his quality is never going to pass up an opportunity like this. Real 2, Villarreal 1. Vinicius Jr. on the score sheet. Here's Milan. Milan's got to send that ball through. I'd made the run. I was in. And his decision to play it to Avila instead. He lays that ball through. I'm bearing down on Real Madrid's goal. 22 minutes to go. And if it wasn't apparent, the frustration that I have, as it's now 3-1, is very much there. At risk of subbing out at this point, I might even ask for a substitution myself. Jorginho with a little ball through. Vinicius Jr. across the face of goal. Çalhanoğlu makes it 4. So exquisite from Real Madrid. Villarreal's players look beaten, look done, essentially, is the word I'll say. It's how I feel at this moment in time as well. Mentioned it earlier, but a fresh start needed. And that is the end of our performance as well, and potentially the end of our Villarreal career, as we are subbed off with 12 minutes to go. Ivan Martin on to replace us. I will be intrigued to see what happens next season with Villarreal, because we saw them let go of key players. We know they've got money, but they're definitely going to have to reinvest that money if they want to be competitive. Because in terms of the squad they've got right now, the squad depth as well is not good. So if they want to be competitive and try and regain Champions League football again next season, that's saying that they get it this year as well with 3 games to go, they're going to have to spend in the transfer market. Morales, Martin, right-hand side, chance for one more opportunity. The ball in the box, Courtois has it, and that is full time from the Estadio de la Ceramica. It's finished Real 4, Villarreal 1. So we've got Getafe now, and the Champions League is not secured for next season. We're 6 points clear of Sevilla, and we've 9 points to play for. We do actually play Sevilla on the final day. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quick sim this game, hope that we get something. It's a 3-0 win. Musiala, Diop and Parejo with the goals. And then what we'll do is we'll look ahead to the end of the season, because I'm not sure there's much else I can actually do now, as if we look at the standings, does that secure us the Champions League football? Not quite yet. Victory against Eibar would, though. I've decided to go ahead and play this final game here against Eibar, which is the last home game of the season, and hopefully grab a goal to say goodbye to the Villarreal fans. That is the aim anyways. So victory here, Champions League football secured. Don't have to worry about what happens against Sevilla in the final day. Villarreal next season, they will have Champions League football. Parejo's ball out wide towards me, and we are in with an opportunity to put a cross in. It's blocked by Tejero, and actually it will be a free kick here for us to work with. What can we do with this, though? We will look to put it into the box. It's in there towards the back post, and there's the header from Coates, who I believe used his hand, actually, not his head, which is why there's a free kick. 4 games instead of the usual 3 in this episode, which does mean it will be a little bit longer than usual. Thank you all for sticking with me, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope that you will enjoy this game as well as we sign off our time here at Villarreal. Looking forward to the next episode, though, as a new start, new beginnings, and maybe a trophy next year. That's what I really want. Bautista now finding Minchev. Good tackle from Coates, wins it back. Coates has chance to play forward. He finds Parejo. Parejo finds a Villa who's just pass the ball to Batista. There you go, have a chance, why not? We'll just pass you the ball to create for you. Rulli saving the shot, but I don't know what the pass was from a Villa. Minchev through to Javi Munoz, picks out the ball into the box, it's blocked, and there's the follow-up. Rulli will save. Cucurella, Diop, Cucurella once more. These two playing 1-2s between themselves, but the ball hasn't gone forward yet. It will now do that as Sofian Diop lets the ball run. What can he do from this position? Diop, he's still got it. It's a great run. Diop with the ball to the near post. It's brought down! And that's the goal that will see us out. Our time here at Villarreal, created by Diop, scored by me. And that is the first and possibly the only goal of the game. It's been such a drab performance again. It's just a team lacking in confidence playing at the moment, but that's the goal. That means that we will take the lead, and it's the one that will sign off our time here. I'm glad I've got that. I mentioned earlier how I was struggling to get into the game over on the wide areas. We were switched to play up front for no more than 5 minutes, and we go and score. So, yeah, that's why we did play striker throughout most of this second half of the season, because we knew we needed to in order to try and get the results. It just didn't quite go away in the end. And here is Stoichkov. 12 minutes to go. Eibar still not willing to give up the fight. Stoichkov might just equalise here, and he does. Massive gap opened up. Stoichkov says thank you very much. 1-1. Thing to remember as well is that a point will be enough to secure Champions League football. Does my player want to try and actually sprint here? Because at first he wasn't. As we play the ball across to Morales. And it doesn't matter about the point because we're going to get 3 anyway. At first I was holding down sprint and my player just wouldn't go. I don't know what was going on there. We stole the ball. Diop sends us through. Morales scores it to make it 2-1. And we do now know that Champions League is secured regardless, because there's not enough time for Eibar to get 2 goals, I don't think. They might get another equaliser. That point will be enough. Morales' first of the season is to put us 2-1 in front in the game. What a time to get your first goal of the season then. And here we go again on the attack once more with Diop playing into my feet. The turn away, Cucurella over on the left. He'll play back for Diop, he'll play it once more towards me. I did play first time. I don't know why we took the touch, but anyway, that will be that. And our time as a Villarreal player is over. Next episode, we'll have a new team. We've got to finish off this one though, see how we've got on and see who wins what. And then it'll be time to embark on a new season next time out. Final game of the season, and it will be a simmed match against Sevilla. And we will see how the game goes. A 3-2 defeat, Rekic with 2, Ocampos with 1. Apparently I got a goal as well, and Milan got the other. We will have a quick look then and see how the table has finished. Here in La Liga, we will also take you through who has won what. So let me skip the days forward. In fact, before we do that, we do have to look at a few things. So, team of the tournament, who is it? We are in it. Ter Stegen in goal, Cucurella, Botman, Skriniar, Calabria, Fati, Valverde, Shaparenko, myself, Abraham and Benzema. Golden boot went to me. 39 goals in 38 appearances. Apparently I'm worth £169 million at the moment. 24 assists as well with an average match rating of 8.3. Goalkeeper of the tournament, Jan Oblak. And we were also the player of the tournament. So, yeah, we could be very happy with our performances. Apparently we've been approached by Wolves. We haven't. I don't know why it says that. But we'll advance the days forward and we'll take a look then at who won what. And then that will be that. So we start with La Liga, where after an unbeaten season, Barcelona are crowned champions with 94 points. Atletico finished second in the end. We finished third, 120 goals scored. Not quite enough to break the record, but it was still a phenomenal feat. Real Madrid taking up the last Champions League spot. Sevilla and Osasuna make European football as well. As we scroll down, you can see who finished where. Valencia on their return to La Liga down in 12th. In terms of relegated sides, Eibar, Granada and Las Palmas all relegated down to the second tier of Spain. For the Copa de España, who was the winner there? It was Barcelona, who do a league and cup double in an El Clasico final, which they triumphed by 2-0. For the UEFA Super Cup, which was played right at the start of the season, Barcelona won that on penalties over Roma. Champions League, though, who made it to the final and who went on to lift the trophy? We will have a look right here. Bayer Leverkusen made the final. So they beat Bayern, and RB Leipzig beat Napoli, and in the end, Leipzig were the team who lifted the Champions League trophy. Europa League was won by Liverpool in an all-English final, Liverpool against Man United. Surprised to see both of them in the Europa League. Conference League was won by Freiburg. Aston Villa making the final, but Freiburg the champions. So Germany won the Champions League and the UEFA Conference League. So, yeah, that's an incredible achievement by them. What we will do is have a quick look and see what happened in the other leagues then, as we will take a look firstly at the Premier League, which was won by Manchester City. Chelsea second, Liverpool third, Spurs fourth, Arsenal fifth in the end. United sixth, 3 of them on 66 points. That's incredible. Did Palace survive? No. They finished rock bottom of the league. Norwich and Forest also relegated as well. So our former club Crystal Palace playing in the Championship next season. The French League, I imagine PSG won that. They did by 8 points over Lyon. Bundesliga was won by Bayern Munich over Leverkusen, and Leipzig, the Champions League winners, down in third. Dortmund in fifth. Into the Serie A, which was won by Fiorentina. Into second, Roma third, Milan fourth, Juventus fifth. Fiorentina winning the Serie A. Eredivisie was won by AZ Alkmaar. Ajax and PSV second and third. Into the Liga Portugal for anyone interested there. Braga did win it over Porto, Benfica in third. And if we look at the Scottish Premiership, it was Celtic who beat Rangers. I realise I didn't look at who was relegated out of any of the big leagues. Let's see if there's any surprises. If there's not, I'll just carry on. And to be fair, there wasn't really any surprises of any sides who were relegated out of the top leagues. So, that brings our time at Villarreal to a close. It was a phenomenal season for us, personally, but we did not lift a trophy at the end of it. 11 goals in 10 in the Champions League, 39 in 38 in the league, 50 goals, 28 assists in 49 appearances for the club. And as you see, the next highest was a Villa with 19. After that, it was Musiala with 10. We have 30 goals more than the next highest. I wonder if you added all the goals together, 29. What's that? That is 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. If you added all the goals together from every other player who scored a goal, they equal what we scored in total. That's crazy. Right then, I'll see you all back here for another episode very soon with our new club, hopefully. Until then, stay safe, everyone. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Look after each other. And I will see you all again soon. Adios.